All right, so Inspiration Wednesday, gone for 2 weeks. It was wonderful. I had an amazing time in both the Netherlands and Spain. I met some of the most dynamic women. I mean, that's kind of my favorite part of the whole thing. But you know what? There's still no place like home. And I miss kind of being creative when you watch all these amazing people taking what you thought was already creative and then just stepping it up like 10 more notches. So I'm kind of jonesing to get the creative mojo going. And I've got my new stamps. I'm wide out on here. Maybe not. So my new stamps with Unity came in, and I've just got them all, like the samples just thrown over my table here. And I'm going to use them today. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing with them, but I just know I've got to use them. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to gesso everything on here and then just start scratch and see kind of where that takes me. So kind of zoom right back out again. And like to top it all off, today I have an amazing bunch of women coming in because it's Inspired Weekend. Drum roll, please. Yeah, it's Inspired Weekend, and tonight I'm teaching a class that's kind of separate from Inspired, but I have some of my favorite people coming in, and as well as some of my favorite Canadians, because it's not a party unless the Canadians are here, quite frankly. So, yeah, I've got that going on tonight, and then tomorrow night, Inspired officially kicks off, and I'll promise to take pictures. I really want to do a little video, but I'm going to have to get my husband in on that because it's hard to teach and video and all that stuff at once. So I should probably stop talking and just continue to gesso here. So it's like I haven't talked English in a while. I haven't. So yeah. Okay, I'll just gesso this. I'll be back. Alright, so I'm thinking I'm going to use Twinkling H2Os. I know these are not new, but when I went to CHA, Joanne Sharp totally blew my mind with just the dynamic color and stuff and the way she uses them. So I had to bring them all in because they made me happy. So I got home and I had a little sample set here that they sent me. So I think I'm going to use those today. But I know I'm going to be using a lot of water. So I'm thinking I'm going to do like a little masking tape thing here in between my pages. I probably should have gessoed it. I mean, put the tape on and then gessoed it. But I'm just going to put the tape on and then re-gesso it just to hide it. But I'm figuring that if I put this tape here, then the water is not going to seep all the way through my pages to the other thing. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because clearly there's not, but I think I'll just be a little bit more free to play as I want if I do that. So I'm just taking this, and because I've got the inclusions, it's not so straight, cut and dry. So just tape both sides, making sure I actually get into the crease, because that's what I did the first time, missed it totally. And then just rip that, and then rip that so that these are free but secure. And then I'll do inside here as well. Clearly I don't need that much, but I went all in, so might as well use it. And then I will just go ahead and re-gesso over this and then start to be hopefully creative. So just wanted to show you that. Alright, I'm going to go gesso it again. Alright, so these are my thoughts. I'm thinking I'm going to stamp first because I'm going to watercolor on top of it. And I really don't know what's going to happen, but I'm thinking if I want the quote on there, I should stamp first. So this quote is actually, this is one of the new ones, and it's in my hand script writing. It's fairly large. I know you really can't tell from the picture or the packaging, but it's about, I would say the page is 9 inches tall. So what's that? 6 inches, maybe 6.5. And then it's about, I don't know, 4 inches wide maybe. And it says, make the time to listen to your heart song, trust in it, and make it sing. And then I have this one that says trust your heart. So I'm thinking I want to put like one on either side. Or maybe I'll put this one here and then this one here. I'm not sure. I'll just go for it. So I just re-inked my StazOn. So hopefully it's nice and juicy. And I'm just gonna, hopefully Angela, hopefully you'll send me them wood mounted. Yeah, I'm such a snob with my stamps. I love them wood mounted. So these are the samples, and hopefully she'll send them to me wood mounted. I know she will. She always does. All right, so I'm going to stamp that here. Okay, hopefully I got it all in there. It's hard. My book is so kind of wonky now. Oh, look at it sideways. I kind of like that better. Wasn't what I was going for, but yeah, I kind of did that. Oh, fabulous. Alright, and then this one. Oh, just put that ink pad anywhere. Or on your floor. Yeah, my husband freaks out when he sees my horrible floor in my studio. It's not a good thing. Alright, so let's put this in here. And let's see if I can get this one a little bit straighter. Who knows? And release. Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a leaf. Look at that. Random? That's so random. Maybe it's paint. Alright. I'm going to let that dry for a second and come back hopefully with an idea. Okay, now this is the thing that kind of blew my mind when I saw Joanne Sharp doing it, is these like normal, just the Viva pens, and like you take it in a normal plain color, and then you kind of make this grid, so like stained glass where you can color inside. So I'm just going to do this. I have no idea shape-wise what I'm doing outside of that, because I really didn't leave myself a nice, simple design. Like maybe I should just go crazy and just go for some geometric. Considering I just went to the Picasso Museum, maybe I should just go for the cubism effect. You like that, my local Spaniards? Pulling in my Picasso reference. Alright, so maybe I'll just keep going on this and make it kind of geometric. So because I don't have patience, I totally couldn't wait. So hopefully the paper pen is dry, because it feels dry, but I'm going to load this up with some water and some paint. So I'm going to get out my watercolor brushes, because I'm going to be using H2Os, and they are watercolor, obviously. This is the color. These are the colors that they sent me as like a sample. So I have them all at my studio, but I just haven't had time to bring them home yet. So I guess I'm working with this palette only. And I guess, you know, I'll just kind of go right in. I'm going to go into the red. Makes sense because, you know, I got a heart there. I'm just going to pick this up and just kind of do this. Taking a little bit of a spray bottle and just spraying it and wetting it and just making it all kind of oozy, and then I'm going to dry it again. So we'll just see what we get. I'm really enamored by the colors. I've got to kind of show you this up close, and I don't know if you can see it or not. It's got this really cool shimmery sheen to it, but then like places like this, maybe I can get just a little closer. You see like the water just from spraying it did this whole texture thing, and I just love how they bled together like down here. So it just makes me happy. All right, so what am I going to do with this? No idea. So I'm thinking, well, the quote is really faded out, not only just because it didn't stamp really pristinely, but because I've been spraying water and rubbing and whatever. So I am thinking I just want to go right over it again, just to make it stand out. So I'm just going to take the time to write over this with a black Faber-Castell pen. Since it's my handwriting, it shouldn't be that difficult to do, and I'm not going to worry about being perfect. So I'll just go over this, and then hopefully by the time it takes me to finish this, I will have an idea. If not, it will be awkward. Alright, so now I'm thinking, let's add a little bit of oil pastel, and I'm using my portfolio ones. If I can't get the colors that I want, maybe I'll whip out my Sennelier ones, but these are a little bit more friendlier to use because they are water soluble, and if I don't really like it, then I can take it away. But I'm just thinking, kind of highlighting the areas that are already there, and then just taking my finger to add shadows kind of around that. like I said, these are water soluble. So if I really didn't like it, I can turn them into something that's similar to a watercolor. Not the same, similar to watercolor. So I'm just going to go around, kind of find the colors that I think complement what I already have there, and just kind of start blending them in. May or may not like this all the way around, but so far so good. And hopefully my colors stand up. The way I like it. Now I'm going to spray some Spectra Fix on there. I'm hoping this will help me to put any layers on top. So just going to spray, a moderate coat on here. And like I said, hopefully I'm going to dry this and hopefully it'll allow me to put something on top, because that oil pastel is going to want to resist me. And not only that, as I heat this, the oil pastel is going to kind of melt, and I'm hoping just the act of it melting becomes a little bit less resistant. So I'm just going to dry this and I'll be back. So I'm looking at this kind of going, okay, what does it need? Obviously it doesn't need a whole lot more words because it's got the sentiment on there. But to me it needs black. So I'm thinking I could drop India ink, but that could go badly because who knows. My next thought was, let's just see if I can't take a StazOn and kind of catch on just the, is this even a juicy one? This might not be a good one because it doesn't have the plastic in it. Threw that one away. Alright, so let's do this one. See if I can't just catch. So it's, who knows what I'll get. That's not what I wanted, by the way. No. That is not what I wanted. Now I got smudge there and I don't like it. So I'm thinking I might have to drop, or maybe I could go to my black big brush pen and see if I can't just hit on. That was more of what I wanted, by the way. Kind of sketchy, not perfect. Still want to drop some ink. It just makes me happy. I love the color. I love that there's a sheen. I love the shadowing. I just think it needs some black little dots maybe. So I'm going to try to fill up my dropper maybe just halfway and see if I can't purposely make some little splat marks. My ink spots aren't totally dry, but I think I'm going to go around the edges with a black distress ink just to give it a little bit more shadow. Alright, so I'm thinking I'm going to try to stamp right here, just one more. And this is from the Achieve set of stamps. It's my word for this year, so I made a whole set to kind of reinforce that idea. Let's see if it worked, because I'm worried about the oil pastel, to be honest with you. But let's see. I pushed way too hard, but it's there. If I didn't try to smush it into oblivion, well, I'm now making new words, it would have worked. So I'm just going to leave that. Whatever. It is what it is. And then I'm thinking I want another one in here. Oh, by the way, that one reads, "Nothing great is ever achieved without enthusiasm." That's by Emerson. And then, I don't know. Believe in possible things is kind of a good one. Let me ink that one up. Let's see if we can't put that somewhere like here. Maybe I won't kill it this time. I'll just kind of push it like a regular normal person. You can see it, but it's on purple, so it wasn't really a good choice, was it? Who cares? It's like little hidden treasures in there. And what else do I want? Do I want anything else? I could probably put my date right there. Why don't I stamp a date tag or something? That one actually looks good there. So I'm going to take a little bit of tape. You know I love me some masking tape. And I am going to get my date stamp. Still have not gotten the normal date stamp. I have the European date stamp. So today is, what is today? Oh, it's February. I have to take my whole month and everything. February, is it the 6th? Let me go check. February 6th. It is the 6th. Okay, so 06. Obviously went the wrong direction. Oh my God, what is going on with me? 06, okay. Why don't we try that again, shall we? 6 February 2013. Let me rip this sucker off. And let's tiny attach that bad boy right there. Oh my God, I'm making a mess. Every time I pick something up, 10 other things come out. Alright, so I'm going to staple this guy here, my tiny attacher. Alright, I think I am done for today. I am very happy with my twinkling H2Os and my oil pastels and my inks. It's a mixed media frenzy. And I gotta be honest with you, the stamps make me incredibly happy. Love them. Love using new stamps. So, yeah, Inspiration Wednesday. Now I have to go to the liquor store and go buy stuff to make sangria and rum punch because there's a party going on at the studio. It's an inspired weekend. So that's it for Inspiration Wednesday. See you next week.